Have you ever wanted to make a game? My name is Adrian and welcome to Redefine Gamedev. If you want to learn how to make a game and where to start, here's the exact video that you'll need to find out how. By watching this video, you'll be on your fast track to create your own games. Before we start with the fast track, we need to define what a game is. And this is simple. A game is composed of two main components: functionality on one side and content on the other. So for functionality, we have game mechanics, for example, and how everything fits together, how the player interacts with the world. And as for the content, we have 2D, 3D, text. In this video title, you probably have seen Unity. And of course, this is what we are going to use as a basis. And the question arises, why should we choose Unity when there are other engines with pros and cons? And I'm going to tell you a couple of pros of Unity. Of course, it has cons as well. I've been using Unity for the past 6 years, and it's a so-so relationship, but if I were to draw the line, I think it's an awesome engine in the end. So there are three things that I want to point out here. So the first, it has the biggest game community, which can help you with tutorials, with content. It has support for 2D and 3D, so you can make either types of games or even combined if you want that. And also it has a big asset store that can simplify your game creation experience, and you can download a lot of stuff already made. Next, we can dive directly into the fast track in game development. It's a bullet point list which will help you achieve your true potential as a game developer that begins the journey. First, of course, you have to download Unity. Then the functionality comes up. The functionality is the game's mechanics. So of course, we have to do player input, create new objects in the scene, interactive objects via collisions, keep scores, sync up everything together so you can create the entire game experience. After we have this in place, which is called the game mechanics, we need to put in graphics, and we can either have 2D, 3D or text or whatever other means you want. Once you have everything in place, you need to wrap up the project. This includes polishing, making the game fun and packaging it in a proper product, then getting feedback from others. Another point is seeking help, and this can be done in a couple of different ways. And also where you can get more resources. So this is resource seeking, but I recommend you a couple of different ways to do this. So one, you can go to the official Unity documentation. Unity also released its premium learn for free for everyone, so that's really convenient. You can also search on YouTube for tutorials from Brackies and other YouTubers doing exactly this. And you can also Google directly the questions you want. If you liked this fast track list, don't forget to like this video also and subscribe to my channel because more stuff is coming up very soon. Now for some frequently asked questions that I see in Reddit and in other places. Is Unity free? Yes, well, kind of free. Of course, it has a free tier, which is for everyone. Once you reach a higher upper limit, you'll have to pay a subscription fee, but that doesn't concern us at the beginning. Basically, you can make any type of game without paying anything for Unity. Is game development hard? And yes, it is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. You can search for other team members that can complement your skills. And if you don't want to do that, or it's not your thing, you want to work solo, you can go to the asset store and get other scripts that can help you or other assets that you can easily create content with. Can I make a massively multiplayer online game? Yes, you can do it. Do I recommend you doing it? Definitely no. And I've seen a lot of people saying, well, I'm learning Unity, so I should start with a big project and learn on the fly, which is the way to go. But why do I think it's not ideal? Because if you start a big project, even a 6 months or 1 year one, then you'll get stuck with the same kind of mechanics for one particular project. Let's say you create a first-person shooter, so you'll end up learning a lot more on first-person shooter subject. While when you are beginning, it's optimal to learn different stuff. For example, learn also how to make an RTS or how to make an RPG or top-down shooter. So it's really important to diversify, to get a grasp of how everything works instead of how just one thing works. Can I make money out of game development? And yes, there are two main options to do that. First one is, of course, getting a job in the industry. Though a lot of game companies do tend to have longer hours with less pay, so you have to be careful on that. And then the second option is to create your own games and release them. But a warning here, there are a lot of games released daily, so you need to do more than just a game. You need to do marketing, you need to create a community around it, because otherwise, even if the game is really well made, it might end up flopping because of the market being saturated which brings us to, is the game development market saturated? Well, it's no secret that each year thousands of games are getting released on every single platform that's out there. Of course, this creates problems for us. Here in this channel, we search for new ways how we can get by this hard limit so we can actually get something up and running with successful results. So be sure to subscribe if you are interested in finding out more. What is an asset flip? Well, an asset flip is simple. Anyone can do it basically. This is why it's so common. It's taking models and content from asset stores and putting them in your game without a sense of cohesion, and this will deter players or even make them leave you bad reviews and will make your game really soon be forgotten. I think learning game development is really an awesome experience. You get to know how your favorite games work, and plus if you're lucky and your game gets traction, you'll make a lot of people happy with your work, which is an awesome feeling. By the way, if you are wondering what is the game that was running in the background of this video, it's a simple game that I made, and as you can see, it just has the mechanics, but it's not fun yet. And in the next one we'll delve into how we can make it fun. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it.